India is emerging as one of the top adopters of GenAI, but is the implementation and returns keeping pace with the hype? Latest studies show that most companies are struggling to scale their GenAI projects and are yet to see a return on investment. We spoke to Ankur Aggarwal, Managing Director and Lead, Growth and Strategic Client Relationships for Accenture in India, to find out how enterprises are using GenAI, along with the tangible benefits and the challenges they face in the GenAI journey.
Beyond the hype, where are we seeing tangible and real-world examples of AI transforming businesses?
It's a good question. While there is apparently so much hype, but as we are seeing it, AI is being beyond just an enabler. It is becoming the core foundation of the reinvention that businesses and industries are seeing today. AI, beyond just being a core automation as it used to be, is now driving more autonomous ways and means of reinventing the industry. We are also seeing how things are shifting from pure experimentation to now AI being adopted at scale and more strategically. We've analyzed about 2,000 of our projects, that GenAI projects that we've been doing globally. We've spoken and done research with about 3,000 C-suite executives across the globe, and also discussed with our practitioners internally. And 5 key imperatives are emerging. First one being lead with value. Organizations that are looking at core strategic areas, taking big bold steps to adopt GenAI, are the ones which will take a leapfrog. AI has this innate ability of hacking workflows, as they call it, right? So there is a significant ability and advantage of looking at inefficiencies in the systems and in the organizations, and hence has an ability to drive new revenue streams and hence growth for organizations. So lead with value is number one. Second one is reimagining and reinventing talent. As the digital colleagues, as they call, are getting into the workforce, collaboration between the human workforce and agents is what needs to be relooked at and really strategized from scratch. The third aspect is about the enabler that AI needs, which is in the form of AI-enabled secure digital core. Now, this is where all of the AI technology will come and get plugged in and get integrated, and hence that needs to be a very important imperative for organizations. Fourth, I believe, is this entire aspect of responsible AI. The gap to responsible AI has to be reduced. Trust is a significantly important aspect as we start to use AI into all pervasive manner within the organizations. And last but not the least is continuous reinvention. Agents are learning, humans are learning to deal with agents, and it's a journey, it's not a point in time intervention. And hence, the organizations that will continuously reinvent themselves are the ones which will lead. We've seen organizations which are looking at all these 5 imperatives are the ones which will be able to drive 2.5 times more value than the ones, or get 2.5 times more closer to the perceived value that they are envisioning from GenAI-led initiatives. Within India, 78% from our research, it shows that 78% of the executives are looking at investing more and more in GenAI and AI-led transformations in 2025. It's all about looking at 2 vectors. One of the vectors looking internally, wherein you're looking at driving efficiencies within the organization. These efficiencies could be in functional areas like procurement, finance, and driving efficiencies over there. Core inherent systems like HRMS or planning systems becoming more and more GenAI enabled. So the internal vector. And then there is the external vector, wherein you're looking at how GenAI is enabling your reach towards your customers, your suppliers. When you're looking at the external vector of customers, it's about driving more and more aspect of hyper-personalization. Now, this hyper-personalization will not just drive experience, but it will drive new revenue streams for our clients. So across the industries, multiple things that we are looking at.
So, what are some of the challenges that companies face when they're adopting GenAI? And what can slow down their adoption?
I think as there is significant ways that organizations are evaluating GenAI, so are there significant challenges also being faced by the organizations. These challenges can be categorized, according to me, into those typical 3: people, process, and technology. From a people perspective, the challenge is about adoption, challenge is about cascading within the organization the entire aspect of GenAI enablement. And challenge is also about how do you manage this collaboration between the human and agent workforce that's coming in. The challenge also stems from the fact that organizations, as they are developing their GenAI budgets, technology is getting 3 times the budget than talent. I mean, technology does require the budget, but there needs to be a focus on talent as well. Second challenge is around process. GenAI won't just come in suddenly and solve all problems. You need to relook at the processes and reimagine them to be enabling them for a GenAI perspective. Third aspect of where certain challenges stem are technology. I mean, there could be basic aspects like which technology platforms, which GenAI tools to adopt for leveraging AI. There are these entire aspects of cost. Our research does show that in India, cost is one of the key parameters of organizations adopting or not adopting GenAI. Within technology, there are other considerations like a holistic end-to-end data platform that organizations need to have. They need to enable them to become more vectorized and also enable these data platforms to be able to integrate with the large language models, APIs which are present. So some of these challenges are things clients are looking at, and we are helping them go through those journeys.
What kind of efficiency gains, ROI, and competitive advantages can business achieve by deploying GenAI and AI?
It's a very good question, and I think ROI is what everyone is questioning. There used to be the digital wave, then the cloud wave, and now there is this AI wave. As we are seeing it, and our research shares that as of now, about 11% of the organizations in India have been able to drive significant value impact from their GenAI initiatives. But the journey continues. So that's the kind of broader potential that does exist. This competitive uplift will come not only from just looking at financial metrics, but it will also come in from looking at driving broader sustained innovation by looking at growth metrics within the enterprises at large, and also driving operational efficiencies as organizations continue to leverage GenAI across their workflows. I think GenAI is becoming one of the top agendas for the CEOs. As per again the research that we've done, 96% of the CEOs believe that GenAI should be up there in their priority radar, and they are themselves identifying strategic and bold initiatives to drive value within their organization, and they are expecting 2 to 3 times value from the initiatives that they are running. I think what we've also seen is that these initiatives need to be top-down led. The initiatives wherever which have the sponsorship of the CEO, those initiatives drive 2.5 times more ROI, or have the ability to get to their ROI 2.5 times more than regular initiatives which are going more grounds up. Over time, the technology is evolving, and so is the faith and belief of people. 9 of 10 executives today believe that AI will have a bigger impact than they believed a year before. So the conviction and the belief is increasing. And organizations are now getting into their core processes rather than just peripheral processes adopting AI. And wherever we've seen that GenAI is being adopted in core processes, there is 3x time more likelihood of organizations getting to the value that they are perceiving. So overall ROI terms, wherever you are leading by value, as I said in the beginning, the organizations which are adopting AI and are leading by value, they are looking at about 12% increase in their revenues and about 11% decrease in cost over a span of about 18 months as of now. I mean, obviously the equations will continue to change as things evolve.
So where is this gain going to get unlocked from? Is it, like you said, is it cost reductions, or is it going to be optimizations and revenue maximization? Where is this falling in?
It will be both unlocking of newer revenue streams and increase in revenue, and it will also be efficiencies and optimization of costs. I think will be as broader adoption across industries happen. I think one has to not look at only the cost equation. Sustained innovation and the growth equation will be an equal, if not more, enabler of driving and unlocking this value beyond just the cost equation.
And which are the industries, which are the sectors leading this GenAI adoption? Who are the ones which are currently lagging behind?
Globally as well as in India, seeing a fairly pervasive adoption. But some of the more leading adopters of GenAI, the industries that we see are banking, consumer goods and retail, automotive, life sciences and pharma. To give you a few examples, banking, for example, I mean, they are in any case significant adopters of digital as we see and experience in our day-to-day lives. But they are also significant early adopters of GenAI as well. We are working with one of the large public sector banks in India, and we are working with them around developing of GenAI and machine learning models. These models are towards three aspects of their business. One is increasing the analytics to give futuristic business forecasts in a more predictable manner. Second aspect is the entire customer and consumer experience. GenAI models are helping people like you and me to get a better experience, and hence for the organization and the bank to be able to give a more personalized digital product to a consumer, and hence the ability to unlock more revenue and growth potential. And the third aspect of how banking industry is looking at is how GenAI is looking at fraud detection as well as prevention. So it is addressing every aspect of the organization from a cost, revenue growth and compliance perspective. The other industries, consumer goods and retail, I think as shoppers, all of us are now wanting more and more personalized and I would say hyper-personalized experiences. And we are looking at omni-channel services as we engage or as shoppers engage with organizations. GenAI is enabling a lot of this. The GenAI agents or advisors, as we see them, are the ones which are enabling this hyper-personalization and omni-channel experience for consumer goods companies and retailers. There is this entire element of distribution costs as well for consumer goods companies and retailers, which GenAI is addressing and are bringing in efficiencies in their distribution costs by a lot of the algorithms and the models that are being used. We're working with a large jewelry retailer and helping them in their GenAI and reinvention journey by helping them adopt AI-enabled cloud-first digital core, which will facilitate their AI journey. Talking about another industry, automotive, I think they are looking at GenAI use cases to drive more and more experience of the customers, their end customers. They are also looking at driving GenAI for the entire element of sales force that they have within the distributors. So how can you increase the efficiencies of those sales force? And also looking at a broader white collar productivity. Talking about pharma industry, I think the industry is heavily adopting GenAI, and we are seeing adoption across the board with mid-market pharma companies as well as the large pharma majors in India. They are looking at adopting GenAI use cases in the aspects of quality, in R&D, in marketing. All of these aspects are helping them around their top line and bottom line and their R&D cycles as well. So these are some of the industry examples, but beyond this, I mean, at a broader scale, there is adoption happening in education, the healthcare, agriculture. So it's kind of percolating across industries.
As we wrap our conversation, one thing is clear, that organizations that are taking bold steps to adopt GenAI and continuously reinventing themselves are the ones that will have the competitive advantage. Finding the right talent, choosing the most suitable GenAI tools, having a holistic data platform, and the cost factor are some of the challenges that enterprises are facing. But as technology evolves, so will the conviction of CXOs in GenAI. When organizations integrate GenAI with core processes, they are 3 times more likely to derive the value they're looking for. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Stay tuned as CXO Today brings more industry insights and expert analysis. Thank you.